Hey, welcome. So, if you're getting ready to work, study, or maybe even live in another country, you've probably hit a roadblock with this weird word, apostille. What is it, and how in the world do you know which of your documents need one? Don't worry, in the next few minutes, we're going to make this super simple.
This is the big question, isn't it? You've got this whole pile of official papers, birth certificates, degrees, you name it, and you're trying to figure out which ones need that special stamp to be accepted overseas. It can feel pretty overwhelming, but trust me, the main idea is way simpler than you'd think.
Okay, so let's get down to basics. What exactly is an apostille? Well, think of it like a universal stamp of approval. It's an official certificate that gets attached to your document, and it basically tells other countries, hey, the signature and the seal on this paper are legit. It's all about creating international trust.
And here it is. This is the single most important rule to remember. There's no one-size-fits-all list. The document you need to get an apostille for depends completely on your application, or, to put it simply, why you need it in the first place. Let's look at a few common examples.
All right, first up, let's talk about family stuff. A really common one is applying for Overseas Citizenship of India, or OCI. This process is all about legally proving family relationships across borders. So you see how this works? If you're applying for your spouse, the application needs proof that you're married, so you'll get your marriage certificate apostilled. But if you're applying for your kids, you need to prove they're your kids, right? So it's their birth certificates that need that authentication. The document always follows the purpose of the application. Simple as that.
Okay, next up, let's switch over to global careers. This is for all of you planning to use your U.S. education or your work history to land a job or get into a school in another country.
Here's a really specific scenario. Let's say you've lived in the US for a while, and now you're applying for a visa somewhere else. That country's going to want to verify your criminal record. So to do that, your application will demand an FBI background check, and to make it official for them, it needs an apostille.
And you know what? It's the exact same logic for your education. You want to use that American degree you work so hard for to get a great job or enroll in a master's program abroad? Well, that company or university needs to know your degree is the real deal. An apostille on your degree certificate gives them that official validation they need.
All right, let's shift gears from personal documents to the corporate world. What happens when you want to take your awesome US-based company and go global?
Well, if your goal is to set up shop and register your U.S. company in another country, let's say India, for example, you have to prove your company legally exists back in the States. The document for that is your certificate of incorporation. And you guessed it, for another country to accept it, it's going to need an apostille.
So we've walked through family, career, and business scenarios. Let's just pull it all together in a quick summary. When you see it all laid out, the pattern becomes crystal clear.
See that? There's a direct line connecting your goal to the document. Applying for family through OCI, birth or marriage certificate. Need a visa after living in the U.S.? FBI background check. Using your U.S. degree abroad? Your degree certificate. Every application points to one specific required document.
And that brings us right back to the main takeaway. The crucial point here is to stop asking which of my documents need an apostille, and instead start by asking, what am I trying to do? Your specific goal, your application, is the key that tells you exactly which document you need to get certified.
So, as we wrap up, just think about your own plans. Is it for family, a new job, or maybe growing your business? Now you know the secret is to focus on your application first. So the only question left is, what's the next step in your international journey? Hope this helped.